Okay, it's rolling, I believe, again. Take 3. Now, I did a practice run to see how it looked. Then I did start for the actual video. And then Ladybird was kind of whining. I thought, I just got back from walking her. And, well, she didn't poop, but I don't know what she was whining about. But I gave her some food. And she's in there eating, chowing down. I don't know. She was looking in the spare bedroom. I know that she probably ain't got no thoughts, but I think she can sense that was where the puppies were most of the time. And, you know, she just, a brief feeling came over. But she's feeling better. Like, she's doing better. Like, since I wormed her this week, you know, I got wormer on Saturday and the puppies were dead, but so I started worming her on Sunday or Monday. Like, I got as much as I could down on Saturday. I mixed it with something, and she wasn't having it hardly. And then, so the next day, I found something, mixed it with it, and she ate it all up. But I don't think I've gave her a full dose, because I'm just kind of gauging on it. But I gave her a good bit, and I think I saw results yesterday in her poop. I don't mean to sound gross. When I went walking with her, I think I saw something maybe that might have been something that ain't liking that particular stuff. I don't know. But it'd been several days since I gave her the wormer. So, that being said, she's seeming to have more energy. She had been, like, when we were walking, when the puppies were still living, and I'd take her for a walk, she was moving a lot slower than normal. Usually she's pulling me, and now her tail's sticking up when we're walking. She's sniffing around. She's looking, exploring. She sometimes gets a little rambunctious. She'll pick up something and start playing and try to run and almost jerk me down. And that's the Ladybird I like to see. I'm going to read for you guys from, you know what it is. We're getting close to the end. Living a Life of Awareness by Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. Daily Meditations on the Toltec Path. And, you know, I thought, if anybody has a suggestion of a book maybe there's something you've read that's daily meditation style, like I can read out of every day, that's kind of short, simple, but has good insight. If you have came across something that way that helped you, comment in the comments and let me know, and I might see if I can order that particular book you refer me towards. You know, I'm trying to figure out, because I want to keep a daily thing that's every day and kind of shorter. And but sometimes these videos turn into a lot longer than I would have predicted. But I just roll with it. The spirit's moving, I let it move. Not to sound goofy. Okay, let's get on with it. The importance of correct listening. Listening to what others say without giving their words power over you allows you to become aware of your own truth. It enables you to see what is real versus what is just an illusion. A lie fueled by a sense of personal importance. If we're coming from a place of awareness, our truth does not need to be defended through the ego-feeding mechanics of an argument. It requires very little energy on our part to simply state our truth if we choose to state it. Man, that writing lines from what I read about yesterday and what I said yesterday and a little bit I shared out of the Fifth Agreement. That's just another verification of my answer. Don't worry about what other people are going to think, because I'm not in control of that. I deliver my part of the message, and then the rest is up to the other person. How you interpret it, I have no say over that. Okay, let's go. Practice. Today, listen to what others say with an open mind, hearing them completely and honoring their point of view. Be careful not to criticize their words or place them on a pedestal, but rather honor their ideas in the same way that you would hope they honor your own. They decide what is true for them, and you decide what is true for you. Exactly. At the end of the day, like when I'm reading the Fifth Agreement, where I'm at in it, it's basically saying, when you rip away certain agreements and when you change certain agreements and you are going through the process of relearning or like retraining yourself in a new way to see the world and how to interact with it with the 5 agreements. Ultimately, what I feel is where it keeps repeating over kind of the same thing of the truth doesn't need to be defended. Like in this, it says, right here, what did it say? If we are coming from a place of awareness, our truth does not need to be defended through the ego-feeding mechanics of an argument. It requires very little energy on our part to simply state our truth if we choose to state it. Exactly. And I was telling somebody yesterday, I had a conversation with somebody, and it was very cool. Like, I got to really kind of just share ideas, talk about things that maybe someone didn't know of me or whatever. Just, but just talking about how I was sharing with them about how I've shared on video here a few times. If you were paying attention, you probably caught it. But I've said time and time again over the past few weeks, the Spirit's leading me to be prepared when I start getting like foul comments or trolling going on. Once the channel gets to a certain level, that's just probably going to happen. Somebody's going to see if they can rile old Gray Cloud up. Well, I'm being told don't respond to those kind of things. I'm being told what guides me is saying, you hear that? But it's saying the truth don't need defending. The truth will cut through like a sword. And that's why sometimes people get mad. I've had many people in my life get mad. Now, granted, I was usually drunk and, I wasn't never a violent drunk much or anything, like, unless someone just pissed me off and was trying to argue with me, but I was more of like a happy-go-lucky. But, I would piss people off when I just straight up tell them the truth about something. And they'd get so angry. Like, I would even be admitting certain things for myself, telling you, like, some people can't handle extreme honesty, I guess. Like, I don't always share every bit of information about my life, but if somebody has a question about certain things, you ask a question, I'm going to give you the honest answer the best way I can. If I know it. But if it's dealing with me personally and somebody has a question about me, all they have to do is ask, and I'll figure out how to explain it or share what and especially if it's a yes or no answer. If somebody's like, are you this? Are you that? Do you do that? Well, yes, no, yes, no. There ain't no maybe or yes, but. It's either yes or no. But if it's a little more, if there needs to be more details added to it, I can share that too. Like, I'm learning how to be an open book without completely pouring everything out all the time, every day. And some things, like I said, if I'm approached and asked a certain question about myself, I will answer it. And I'll answer it with as much honesty as possible. That's just the way it is, man. Lies got me nowhere in life. Thinking that I'm fooling anybody, I always knew when a lot of times, sometimes I got one over on somebody and they believed whatever story I told them. But most of the time, a lot of people just would listen and they knew I was full of shit. And I'm just glad I'm at a place in my life that people can see that I'm not full of it anymore. Hey, every once in a while we might be full of it. You got to have, fun full of it, just cutting up, making fun of each other, making jokes, living life. That's a fun thing. I grew up with people that criticized me all the time, but they were jokingly doing it. They were a little bit older than me, and I was still in high school, and they were out of high school, and they were saying, hey man, don't get so upset over it. I'm just joking with you. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't say anything. And that stuck with me all my life. It took a while to really grasp it and then get it down to where to know when someone's coming at me with no ill intent. That's a trick. What's the intentions behind someone's words and actions? Especially words. What's the intent behind them? Even if it's bad intent, if there's no reason to defend what they're coming at you with because you're solid, let it bounce off. I'm practicing it. I'm trying to get better at it. It's still hard. Of course I want to defend myself sometimes, but there's no need to. I'm in a pretty good place in my life up here anyway. Till next time, Mr. Cloud says the eternal moment over and out. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm hoping to get paid today, and then so I'll be busy. So I don't know for sure if I'm going to have a Way of the Wizard video today, and don't know if something might come up that I want to videotape and share today or not. But if so, you'll see it. I'll post it, put it up. But you know the drill. You know what ditto means. Ditto equals love.